Welcome Pisces to your weekly reading. This is for the 29th of September to the 6th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Pisces, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We will then take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Pisces, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with the Chariot and the Queen of Swords, and we are looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Pisces, we are seeing you come through under this message, presenting as Queen of Swords. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Swords I'm speaking about. And what I love to see, Pisces, is that you are fiercely determined at the beginning of this week. You know what you need to do, you know what's working for you, you know what you need to release, and most importantly, we see that you've got a direction. There is something in your life right now that you believe is right for you, and something you want to pursue and give all your time and energy, and you're not holding back. And with our Queen of Swords energy, I see you now embarking on whatever this is, full steam ahead, my dear Pisces. It's as though your confidence has never been higher. You've never been more sure of yourself. And I think it's quite a big decision you have made here, or you have chosen a really big change, something that's impacting your life. And Pisces, what I love to see is that you've done all the thinking and planning, and now you're in the Chariot mode, and you are going to move forward with such focus, with such confidence, that I feel you are on your way to success. Now, Pisces, this could touch any area of your life, and obviously this is going to be personal to you. You could have decided that you've reached a point where you just know it's time for you to do something on your own. You have an incredible idea about what you want to do. It could be something you're very good at, or something you love to do, or just a great idea in terms of making money. And you know step by step how you're going to do this. With the Chariot here, I see by the beginning of this week, you are already doing it, Pisces. You're making the calls, you're speaking to people, you're looking at how you're going to market, you're perfecting your product or your service. You're on your way. So a wonderful, strong start at the beginning of the week. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have the Fool and the Hierophant. So we have two major arcana cards coming through here. So it's a strong message we are seeing here for you. Now, Pisces, this Fool energy is speaking to us of a fresh new beginning. Something that you're being asked to look at with a light-hearted energy, like an adventurer, taking a leap of faith. You're going to take the leap. You don't know what's waiting for you, but anticipate the best. And it could very well be what we have just seen and spoken about, where you are heading with this Chariot energy. What I love to see here for you is the Hierophant. Because, my dear Pisces, I do feel, and especially with all these white doves coming through around you, that this fresh new start, wherever you headed now, is meant for you. There is something quite blessed about it. You are meant to experience whatever this is, whether it's a new relationship, starting your own business, starting a new job, moving to a new home. There is some big reason why you are meant to take this leap of faith. Even if it feels a bit scary, we know that you will manage it with our Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is no fool. She is very smart. She's not going to put herself in danger. She will protect herself. This is what her sword is all about. But she's willing to take this calculated risk because it's something she truly believes in. And so, my dear Pisces, once you take that calculated risk, I do feel you've got an extra element of protection around you. I feel this is going to work out in your best interest. That being said, I do not feel you have any big challenges coming through for you this week. Moving on, let us see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we've got King of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Now, interestingly, my dear Pisces, this is coming through as a gentle warning from Spirit. It didn't come through as a challenge because Spirit doesn't see this as a challenge for you. They just want you to be aware that there could be somebody in your vicinity this week who is presenting as King of Wands. Once again, this could be a masculine or feminine, and this is going to be somebody who's very dynamic, Pisces. They speak a good game, they've got a great personality, they've got incredible ideas. People are usually very taken with them. This could be somebody trying to sell you something that has just got the gift of the gab. This could be a new romantic partner you meet that is love bombing you. Spirit is just asking you to be very aware of somebody who comes in with this kind of energy. Because we are seeing the Ten of Swords here, they could be a little bit of a con artist, my dear Pisces. They are not quite what they seem to be. Spirit just wants you to be aware. Obviously, this is not going to relate to everybody, but if there is somebody coming in and they are just too good to be true, my dear Pisces, wait, get more insight, get more information, don't commit to anything, especially because we have this gentle warning coming through from Spirit. Now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is. And we've got the Six of Cups and the Lovers. Now, my dear Pisces, this is very interesting because I think there is somebody from your past coming in this week and they're presenting under the Lover's energy. So this could be an ex-romantic partner, but this could also be a friend you lost touch with. This could be a family member who moved away and you haven't seen for many years. This could be a boss that you worked for 10, 15 years ago who you absolutely loved and learned so much from. There is somebody coming through that you once had a close and special relationship with. And they are coming through with this Six of Cups energy. They are going to give you something, my dear Pisces, whether it's just a phone call, say from a friend that you had in childhood, who now phones you up and says, Pisces, you're not going to believe it, but I now live in your neighborhood. I would love to reconnect. Let's go out for dinner. This could be, my dear Pisces, that somebody you dated 5 years ago calls you up and says, Pisces, I have wanted to call you and apologize for the past 5 years, but I didn't have the courage. I don't expect anything from you, but I just want to say, I'm so sorry if I hurt you or disappointed you. Something is coming in, my dear Pisces. I do feel that it's going to be something that helps you in some way feel lighter, feel more optimistic. I think what comes through gives you something, because it's an unexpected blessing. It helps you perhaps close off something that was a loose end, or it helps you now reunite with somebody who is special to you and you're so happy to have that old friend back in your life again, reconnect with that family member that you haven't seen for 15 years. I do think there's something quite wonderful coming through here from somebody from your past. At the end of the week, we've got Two of Swords and Judgment. Now, my dear Pisces, this Two of Swords energy, I feel just could come through when it comes to Ten of Swords. When you start to feel overwhelmed and confused, can I trust King of Wands? They really seem like a good person, but then again, it does sound a little bit extreme how much they are gushing over me and sending me flowers and chocolates. It does seem a bit much. Am I right to feel so confused about it? Judgment is coming in and asking you, Pisces, to look at what is going on. If this feels too big, too grand, too overwhelming, take time to stand in your power, to find your balance again. If you give yourself a chance to step back, this energy of overwhelm will dissipate and you will see exactly what is going on in your life. And once everything is clear, you are going to have the strength to stand your ground, to ask the right questions. You won't be afraid or shy or embarrassed to confront King of Wands with really hard-hitting questions. If they are trying to sell you something or get you to invest in something, once you start asking real questions, you will soon find out who they are. Judgment is saying, as long as you stand up and protect yourself, my dear Pisces, you do not have a thing to worry about. Right, let's move on now and get a message from your angels for the week. So we want to see now what Pisces angels would like to share. And you have got Ask Your Angels. Now, my dear Pisces, we saw here the angel blowing the trumpet, and your angels want you to know that at any time this week, if you need any guidance, any protection, any insight, all you need to do is ask. And Pisces, it doesn't have to be complicated and involved. You can just simply, in your mind's eye, ask for what you need. Because it's only once you ask are your angels allowed to come in and help. This could be for anything, my dear Pisces, but your angels want you to know that they are around you, filled with love for you, just waiting for you to ask for what you need. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.